Hello folks, and welcome to another D French guitar lesson. Today we're going to learn how to create beautiful major and minor bar chords using the E and A shapes from the open position. Remember, bar chords originate on the 6th and 5th string root notes. For example, if we're playing an E major chord in the open position, the root is your 6th string, that open E. And it's the same for playing an A major chord in the open position. The root is the 5th string, open A. So E major, A. And what we're going to do is we're going to move those positions up and down the fretboard using our first finger to replace the nut. So when we move that shape up to the first fret and replace the nut with our first finger, the root note becomes F and the chord is F major. Same thing if we move that A major shape up a fret and we play it on the first fret, and the 5th fret root note, that becomes a B flat. So we have F major, B flat. You can check out my video, Introduction to Bar Chords, for more information on this. Today we're going to take those same shapes and create beautiful major and minor chords that will add color and texture to your chord changes. For this lesson, we're going to be working with the G major and on the 6th string and the C major on the 5th string. Both of these chords are on the 3rd fret. So with our G major, this is going to be our root, the 3rd fret, 6th string. We're going to take that E major shape and we're going to play a G major chord. For the C, we're going to play it on the 5th string, 3rd fret. That's our C root. Shape, or that A shape, now becomes a C major. So we have G major, C major. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the first chord, which is G major, we're just going to remove certain fingers or add certain fingers to create new chords. So this is a G major, which, as you know, is a triad, 1, 3, 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove our 4th finger. We're going to take our 2nd finger and we're going to play it across the 4th and 3rd strings. We're going to keep our 3rd finger here on the 5th. And now we've got a G major 7. So go G major to a G major 7. Okay, one more time. G major. Next, we're going to lift up our 2nd finger and put it back here on the 3rd string, 4th fret, and we're going to leave our 1st finger to play this note here on the 4th string. Now it becomes a G dominant 7. So again, we're going to walk it from the G major, G major 7, G dominant 7. G major, G major 7, G dominant 7. And all we're doing is making minor adjustments with our 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fingers and 4th fingers to create these new chords. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the C, which the root note is on the 5th string. Okay, so that's our C major. Now we're going to lift our 3rd finger. And our 3rd finger is just going to play the 5th fret of the 4th string, and our 2nd finger is going to play the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and our 4th finger is going to play the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, now we have a C major 7. So C major, C major 7. If we lift this finger up here, we have a C dominant 7. So again, C major, C major 7, C dominant 7. So go ahead and practice that. Let's go back to our G major on the 6th string. We're going to go G major, G major 7, G dominant 7. Now we're on our C, which is the 5th fret root, C major, C major 7, dominant 7. Okay, so those are your major, major 7, and dominant 7 chords on the 6th and 5th string root notes. Okay, next we're going to do it from a major to a minor. Let's go back to our G major chord, the root note here on the 6th string. And to make it minor, all we're going to do is lift our second finger, and that's now a G minor chord. So G major, G minor, G major, G minor. And then if we lift up our fourth finger, it becomes a G minor 7. So G major, G minor, G minor 7. Same thing with the 5th fret, or the 5th string root note, C. Okay, now to do this, we're going to have to do a new shape. We're going to have to do our 3rd finger where it is, 4th finger comes up here and plays the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And then our 2nd finger comes down here and plays the minor 3rd, which is on the 4th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, now we have a C minor. C major, C minor, C major, C minor. Then if we lift our 4th finger, it becomes a C minor 7. So let's do that again. We're going to play our C major, C minor, C minor 7. Okay, one more time. C major, C minor, C minor 7. So again, once you get these shapes down in this one position, it's just a matter of moving it up and down the fretboard to play different chords, using the same shape, just a different root note. So right now, again, our root note is a G and a C. And we're just creating those chords around those two root notes. So let's review. We have our G major, G major 7, G7, C on the 5th fret, or the 5th string root note. We have a C major, C major 7, C dominant 7. One more time. C major, C major 7, C dominant 7. Now to go from major to minor, we're going to go to our G, which is again our 6th string root note. We're going to play a G major, lift your 2nd finger, it's a G minor, lift your 4th finger, G minor 7. So G major, G minor, G minor 7. And then we're going to go to our 5th string root note with the C. C major, C minor, C minor 7. One more time. We have our C major, C minor, C minor 7. So once you get those chord shapes down, then we're going to start moving it around the fretboard. And again, if you want to go back to my previous lesson on Introduction to Barre Chords, you can learn an exercise or use an exercise to learn the notes all the way up and down the 6th string and the 5th string. And you can go back and click above to get to that. So let's do from a G major, let's go up to the 5th fret. Now we have an A major. A major 7, A dominant 7. Go up to the 5th string root, that's a D, it's on the 5th fret. To the 6th string root note, which is our A here on the 5th fret. We have A major, A minor, A minor 7. Then going 5th string root note, D major, D minor, D minor 7. And then once you get that, you move it up to the 7th fret, and you're on a B major. And then you go up to the 5th string, and it's an E major. And you can do the same thing all over again. So remember, once you get those chord shapes down, then start playing them up and down the fretboard and use them in different songs. I hope you found this lesson useful. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe and stay tuned for more lessons. Thank you.